Oh man,
What did we just see?
oh my goodness. We saw a comic book movie. I think
I think we saw a comic book movie. You can call it that.
it was more of a.
I don't know. A train wreck.
Yeah,
It was a train wreck.
Yo, it was not a good movie.
No.
That's one thing we did not see. A good movie.
All right, guys. So really quick, this is our immediate reaction. We literally just got out of the movie, and then my lights are going off. Here we go. So we literally just got into my car, and we're gonna give you a really quick, honest review. Shout out to AMC for hosting another movie, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
You gave us something to do today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marginally. I think there's a lot of things I
do.
could have done today, but
Oh my goodness.
seeing this movie, and what movie?
Madam Web.
So we went to go see Madam Web today. And I'm gonna say in the 40 years, okay, maybe 30 years of actually going to go see a movie, because I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I actually got up and went to go get a refill on a drink. I've held going to the bathroom for maybe 3 hours plus while at a movie theater.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna go get a refill because there's not much going on, and
I didn't feel like I was gonna miss out on anything.
No.
Like we just got up and went, hey, you want to go grab a soda? Yeah, sure. Like we were just watching TV on the couch. Like we were able to hit the pause button, but it didn't matter because when we came back, whatever was going on, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes when we got back, it was still in that same scenario. The movie was slow burn, as you were saying while we were watching it.
Yeah.
I honestly, from the beginning, middle, and now the end of the movie, I don't know exactly what I watched. Like, I don't feel as though it ended very quickly, and it took a long time to get to a quick wrap up. You know?
I mean, even like, so if you've seen the trailer for Madam Web, that's the movie. That's the whole movie. Like, well, not the whole movie. That's pretty much the best parts of the movie. So
first few minutes of the movie.
The first few minutes, which is just not even a real fight scene. It's a premonition or a vision of the future of what happens. And that's it. And then you don't see those, Spider-Woman until, again, to the end. And which is, again, still only a vision of the future. You never actually get to see them in action. It's just like, I mean, I guess you get to see them in action, but don't get to see them in action. So, I don't want to crap on a movie, but
the villain was the coolest part of the movie.
Yeah.
The villain was the only person with powers.
I mean,
you know, you had Madam Web, and she was developing her powers, so she was kind of just, winging it throughout the whole show.
Oh, and she's like so slow to react to her powers. Like we've seen other superheroes like get their powers and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Let's check this out. Like 3/4 of the way, she's still like, am I seeing the future?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like
she just started to realize what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, and outside of that, we saw the birth of Peter Parker.
Or supposedly Peter Parker.
Yeah.
We never actually say it.
Well, we saw Uncle Ben.
And because we also supposedly saw Uncle Ben, because they don't say Ben Parker. They say Ben, and they say
they say
the in-laws, so his brother, so Richard. They say Richard, and they're about to they're doing a game to say what's the baby's name, and she goes to say P, and then
pop.
There's a pop, and there's some kind of a balloon pops, whatever. So they allude at all these different things, that it's the Parkers and Peter's being born and everything. So it's set in 2003.
Yeah.
So which timeline wise would be by the time we see Tom Holland's Peter Parker, it would be around the same time that we would get them.
Would it? Because in Iron Man 2, he was a kid. We saw him in Iron Man 2, and he was about maybe 10 years old. And then in Homecoming, Peter Parker said he was like 15, 16 years old.
15, 16, yeah.
So I don't even think that was a correct time frame. But I was thinking about that. When did Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man come out? 2002? Or did it come out 2003?
I want to say about 2002, 2003 ish. Yep.
Because I was in the beginning, I was thinking that's the universe that they were going to be in. This is the Sony universe, but no, it can't be that at all.
Well, no, because Sony is in partnership with Marvel's MCU, so they're tying the universes together, sort of say.
True.
So Tom Holland's Peter Parker is still part of Sony.
Is it?
Yeah, because they still own him. They still own him in the movie, so it can still be kind of like they're kind of sharing universes.
Okay.
So,
because I was thinking maybe we're going to get a new Spider-Man. Like,
I mean, it could be possible because
somewhere along, but no, they're not going to do a Madam Web 2. That's that.
And there's no end credit. There's no end credit. There's no like alluding to, look, like yelling down the hallway.
Yeah.
Peter! That would have been cool.
As this kid's running.
Yeah, running by like, Peter, come back! That would have been cool, but no, we got nothing. We got what we got, and
we got credits. We got credits to black, and then the lights came on.
You know what I got?
What you got?
I got popcorn kernels on my teeth. I'm proud of it.
Man. Yeah, I don't recall the last time I had a whole large popcorn and ate it all, and 2 large sodas and drunk them both. Usually I'm on the edge of my seat, and I'm like, I'm throwing away $20 worth of popcorn and soda. No, I was literally more interested in eating my popcorn and drinking my soda than watching this movie. And I was starving on my way here, so.
I mean, there were so many different things of the movie. I was just like, what is going on? What are we seeing?
Yeah.
The funny part was, like, I think when she grabbed the crowbar, like, random crowbar, like, oh, there's a crowbar on the floor, and she rips off the plates. I mean, stupid stuff like that. I mean, I know, yes, it's a movie, but sometimes there's some kind of things that make things work, and
no,
I was just, I kept looking at Rico. I was like, what is happening?
Right. Actually, I want to look back through the comics and see. Well, in this one, they Madam Web got blind and paralyzed. Well, they showed how she got blind. She took basically a firework a mortar to the face.
Yeah.
Basically. But how did she get paralyzed? By falling into the water.
If she landed the wrong way, she could have busted her spine, and then.
Yeah.
A bad thing. I mean, I've hit my head when I was a kid, and my lights went out, and but that's a little story. But yeah, it's possible. I mean, it depends on how you land. She landed in the water. I mean, she landed pretty hard in the water. She could have got something twisted.
And Madam Web, I believe she was an active Spider Woman. She was an active hero before she became paralyzed and blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had a whole youth where she was web slinging all over the place. And well, that's one thing with the bad guy. I can't remember his name, but he was more he reminded me of a
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah, Miguel O'Hara, 2099 Spider-Man. The way the suit was, but I thought it was cool that they didn't use web slingers. That's one thing I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That he had to basically crawl and jump throughout the city.
Yeah, so he just didn't have webs. But then well, because Tom Holland, the only one who had their own spider web was Tobey Maguire. And they joke about it in No Way Home, where like, where does it come from? And he's like, does it come out of your butt?
Does it come from anywhere else?
Like, where does it come from?
But then they showed.
But they all, so the other Spider-Man, they wound up making, which is same thing from the comics.
Yeah.
Peter winds up making his web fluids, as everybody knows. So he probably just never developed it.
And then the Spider Women, they didn't even have. They basically had like powers. Like it was. Which like, they didn't have any webbing. They just had like energy that came from their wrist.
Well, no, that was only the one. That was Spider Woman. Would have been Spider Woman, the black and white.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah, that's Spider. They're all Spider Woman.
No, but like the classic Spider Woman you see in the comics, the black and white costume with the red hair. Guys, I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm drunk after seeing this movie. I'm like, what did I just watch? Anyway, but no. But you don't see anyone actually using any spider webs. The only one you actually see is the psionic webs from the black and white Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
So, again, you don't get to see them how they get their powers. They, at the end they talk about in the future. Well, yeah, you're going to be a superhero and everything, but they never say, oh, they got the powers from whatever, from X, Y, and Z, for this spider, from that spider. No, they're just, in the future you'll have powers.
Look forward to it. All you gotta do is last this long, and you'll get the powers.
Yeah.
So how would you rate it from 1 to 10?
It was like a 3.
Yeah, I've never given a movie under a 5, and I think I'm there with you.
That's like right up there with
3.
Burn After Reading, which I've nicknamed Burn After Watching because just burned that movie.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah, so.
And I was really hoping, because I heard a lot of reviews and everyone said it was a horrible movie. And I'm usually the one that goes against the grain and go, the movie wasn't that bad. It was actually not.
Yeah, like we liked the Marvels.
Yeah, I like the Marvels.
We went to see the Marvels, and we really genuinely liked the Marvels. We thought it was a really good movie. Where everyone said it was terrible, we thought it was bad.
I liked Echo. I did. I really liked Echo. It was cool. I wouldn't binge watch it all over again, but I liked it. I watched it all in one day, and I'm probably never gonna watch it again. But I liked it in that moment.
Yeah.
But this. Nope, I'm not even gonna buy the DVD. It's a waste of time. I wouldn't even buy the movie just so I can say I have every Marvel movie in my catalog.
You should put like a little piece of paper, Madam Web.
Came out on this day. I'll just take a picture and put it in the slot.
But yeah, I personally didn't watch any reviews going into this. I know you tried to send me something, and I was like, no, I'm not watching it.
Yeah,
I want my own opinion. Get to my own conclusion of the movie, and I got nothing really good to say about it.
Nothing.
So, that being said,
what's the next time we're going to the movies? What's the next?
We got the Kong movie. We're gonna go see Kong.
We got Kong and we got Deadpool.
Ooh, Deadpool.
But
Deadpool
and Wolverine. Sorry,
Deadpool and Asshole, which is quite some time away. So that being said, guys, we are
Popping Through Culture, and we will catch you guys
next time.